name is Olivia. I'm 25 and I'm calling in from Brooklyn, New York. And my question is whether or not saving for retirement is something I should really be thinking about and actively doing at this stage in my life, considering I'm pretty early in my career and I don't have a lot of income that I want to set aside right now, or that I have. And if this is something I can sort of afford to wait a couple years before thinking about. Thanks.
So if you had a daughter Olivia's age, what would you advise her? It sounds like she's just starting out in her career. Pretty classic question.
Yep, very classic personal finance question. Turns out I have two daughters that are about Olivia's age. And what I would tell her is, yes, Olivia, you should be saving money now. You shouldn't wait. You want to develop good personal finance habits early in life, just like other behaviors, whether it's exercise, eating, sleeping. You want to create these habits while you're young. What's the best way to do it? You want to pay yourself first, as the expression goes. And the best way to do that is a payroll deduction. You want to take the money out of your checking account before it gets into it, because if it's not there, you won't spend it and you'll have already saved it. The best way to do payroll deductions is through a 401k. 401ks are imperfect in some ways, but they're great for this. You, as the old infomercial goes, you set it and forget it. Once you do that payroll deduction, you're never going to change it and the money is saved. If you don't have a 401k, if that's not an option, then what you want to do is literally do an automatic debit from your checking account into a savings account the day after the money hits. The idea is you want to get the money out of your checking account as soon as possible.
And how much should you save?
Yeah, the kind of standard rule of thumb, which I think is about right, if you're in your 20s like Olivia, you should be saving about 10 to 20% of your income just for retirement. And you also need an emergency savings account. So if Olivia does not have an emergency saving fund, she should be saving for that also. If you're wondering how much, a good rule of thumb is at least 3 months of your living expenses you should have saved for an emergency fund. So before Olivia spends a lot of time going out on Saturday nights, she should have her emergency fund set up as well as saving for retirement.
There's also an idea that I like, which is if you receive a bonus or a windfall, that goes right to the bank. You don't even look at it.
Even better, don't send it to your checking account. You got to get it out of there, Howie. So if you get a windfall, you're right, you shouldn't spend it, but you have to get it out of your checking account and move it to a savings account where you won't see it. Because the way most people's brains work is, if it's in my checking account, it's fair game to be spent. And that's what you're trying to stop.
Great. Okay, let's try another caller.